Yeah, you can hit.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
All right, Chris, I'm gonna let you kick it off.
Oh, you want me to kick it off? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, basically, I just love people. No, no, I just, this whole like training thing is really like it does something to my spirit. It does, like my soul. It's crazy. I have an addictive personality when it comes to making people, but I get obsessed with it. I love making people better. And so I find myself in these programs, even when I was with Beachbody, that was like my motivation. Like, how many people can I impact in the most positive way? And it wasn't always about, the physical results. It was more about how can I help them get into a better space mentally and emotionally? Because if you get somebody in a good space mentally and emotionally, then they will put the work in the program and get the results. So for me, it was never about I wanted to get you to lose 20 pounds or get you ripped. That was never been my motivation. My motivation has always been how can I bring out the best in you mentally and emotionally, spiritually? And then you take that and you apply that positive energy to your workouts and you go get the results. That's why I would always say it's so much bigger than fitness. And so that was the highlight, of, the body situation because I was in front of the masses. And so when people would cry during these workouts, I knew what they was crying for. It wasn't a physical thing. It was the whole point of my purpose of wanting to become a trainer. So I've been able to apply these to every workout or program that I've been able to create, even through the motivational speaking part, even through the videography part, just, from filming sports and then filming the workouts, just capturing moments, looking through a lens. One of the dopest things about filming is you're looking through this little lens right here, and there's nobody on the other side of it. And then you get to project what you want someone to feel that you can't see that's not there. So but there will be someone behind that screen. And so with this program, I think it's hands down the best one, and I can say it is because of what you brought to it. You brought an expertise to a fitness program that's just complete. It complemented my vision, and so yeah, that's really it, man. Former body trainer, motivational speaker, videographer, father of some of the baddest kids. So, no. Um,
Stop it. I love your kids.
Creator of a 8 week flex, shift shop, proven grounds over the edge, 2190, 100 days consistency.
Yeah, and you know what, you guys? So it's so funny because I knew Chris from Beachbody, and he was one of my favorite trainers over there. And the way that him and I connected is that I think you were making fun of my form on some of my
I
stories. I was
was.
doing the Beachbody workouts, and he was like, if you're trying to grow your glutes, you're doing it wrong." And I was like, "Excuse me," And then, but it was what he did after that, where he was like, "Let me show you, let me show you the proper form." And he sent me videos, and that's what opened my mind to him because I was like, he's so busy. He's training all these different people and he's taking the time to perfect my form and help me. And so little by little, I continued to pay attention to what he was saying and I was correcting my form and I reached out to him. I was like, can you train me? Like, would you train me on the side? And so that's kind of how, no, Braden, not right now. Now my kids are coming. But that's how him and I just started to form a relationship. He was training me virtually on Zoom. And, in September, when things kind of went down with Beachbody, him and I were like, what can we do to help? Right? Like that was the first text message that he sent me after I told him what happened. He was like, what can we do to help everyone? And that just goes to show his heart again, right? So him and I combined forces and he gave me the permission to be the nutritionist. And at first, and he'll tell you, I was like very sheepish. I was like, oh, what do you think? What do you think about this? And he's like, no, 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 just do it. Like, I trust you. And I'm like, oh gosh, okay, here we go. And there's these times in our lives, you guys, where we have to raise up, right? And I was in almost like a cage for a while, and he gave me a chance to get out of that cage, right? And so that's when my expertise with nutrition and really being able to let my mind go there with the type of workouts that he was providing, and that's where the nutrition plan for 8 week flex, which we'll get into in a second, came. But before we get into that, this is my beautiful family, minus my two fur babies. I am a wife. I'm a mother of two crazy children. I'm a certified nutritionist. So I have a bachelor's degree in nutrition, a master's in public health nutrition. I've been helping people for 15 years. I knew from the age of 16 that I wanted to be a nutritionist. I wanted to learn all about the body and how the body is affected with food because my grandpa had been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And it drove me bonkers that he would take the medication versus changing his nutrition. And so I said, okay, if I can't help my grandpa and he won't listen to me, I want to help other people. I want to be on the preventative side of disease with nutrition. And that's how things kind of developed there. And then when Chris gave me this opportunity, it was like, it was a pinch me moment. And I'll let him talk a little bit about the workouts before I go into the nutrition. But he was training me, which we didn't even know, with 8 week flex style workouts before it even was 8 week flex. So Chris, I'll let you take that over.
I think any program that I've ever done, even Shift Shop, they've all been created organically. They have. I've never actually Shift Shop is the actual program that I wrote on a piece of paper. When I was with Body, they said, "Well, we got to create this program," and they gave me a pencil and a piece of paper, and I'm like, "What's that for?" Because prior to that, every workout I've ever done has just been freestyle, and I was uncomfortable. Like, I got to write this out, and so I just went to this mental space where I was watching the workout in my head and just jotting stuff down. And Elenit and I, we completed Shift Shop in I think like 5 or 6 hours, like the whole program. But I was just in a place, a zone. And so what I love the most about, 8 Week Flex and all the other programs is I like to film live and I like to film as we go. And this is why Meg's nutrition plan was so perfect because I wanted her to be able to express herself and to remove any limitation or any self-doubt, like fail forward. Like I want you to. You have the first 4 weeks to apply this nutrition plan, but you have room to tweak it versus filming the whole workout and then putting a nutrition plan and then putting it out. I would much rather you learn as you go. And so all of our programs and workouts are kind of motivated by the moment. Like it really is. Like even every workout in this program, the girls will tell you, they're like, what are we doing today? I don't know. I just say, she's like, well, give me a body part. Okay, shoulders. And then we turn the camera on and it's just organic. And I think you guys can feel that in the program. But if there's one thing you will be able to tell in this program is I black out a lot. And when I black out a lot, it's because I have this desire to bring out the best in you and push you so far past what you believe you're even capable of so that it empowers you. And so you'll find a lot of that in this program. Going into Next Level Flex, we started filming that yesterday. We got 2 workouts done so far. And when you guys do this program, you are going to be blown away. We done some isolation workouts in 8 Week Flex. We ain't do nothing like what we filmed the last 2 days. Again, it was organic. It was in the moment. I have a projection of how I want to push everybody and how I really want you to dig deep within yourself and say, I can do hard things. I can do so much more. And so workouts are really fueled by the motivation in the moment, the people on the screen, the people that's in the gym with me, and collectively, how can I bring out the best in everybody?
Yeah, when you get that look in your eye, I'm like, oh God, here we go. Right. And people who have been through 8 week flags, they know when he says blackout, you're like, oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. And it really is very organic. Coming from being such an organized type A person, he like brings out the best in me, right? He pushes me out of my comfort zone. He's like, I don't know what we're gonna do. And I'm like, you don't know what we're gonna do. And then all of a sudden it's like boom. It's like magic happens. I'm like, how is this possible? So I had a chance to experience training with Chris, right, with the 8 week flex style workouts, and then to do a lot of the filming beforehand, like he said. So I knew the kind of workouts you guys were going to have coming. I knew the kind of nutrition you were going to need to fuel your body to really build lean muscle. And when you come in, you have 2 options. You're either going to lose weight and lose fat and like tone up the parts of your body that you already have muscle on, right? Or you're going to go into maintenance and add muscle. And those are the 2 choices, okay? And I guide you through how to fuel your body depending on whatever your goals are. What a lot of women realized at the beginning is that I let you eat carbs. Okay, I let you eat carbs. We did tailor it a little bit down towards the end to make sure that they were seeing the best results possible. But your biggest thing is fueling your body before and after your workouts. That was a change for a lot of women because a lot of them would come into these workouts fasted. and they would be dying, right? They'd be like, I can't get through these workouts, or I'm feeling really dizzy after. And so one of the reasons we do the pre-workout is so that you have enough glycogen in your muscles to push the weight that you need to push, right? To really feel good through the workout. And then afterwards, to be able to replenish that glycogen. And when you do that, you're setting your body up for quicker recovery as well as muscle growth. Okay. So we talk a lot about that. If you follow me, I'm all about food inclusivity. And I really do think I came up with that trademark because when I Google it, this is not what they're saying it is. But basically, food inclusivity, you guys, is all food in moderation, but really paying attention to how your body feels, right? Like what foods are helping you feel good through your workouts? What foods are making you feel crappy and affecting your digestion and bloat and all of that stuff? And so it's not just a token nutrition plan, you guys. We really are coaching you through the process so that by the end of the 8 weeks, we want you to feel like an athlete, right? Getting you geared up for next level flex that is helping you unleash that inner athlete. So you can see to the bottom right, I use your hand as the measuring device for the nutrition. I was trying to take, okay, I love macros, but not everyone likes to do macros. I think Chris and I had been talking about macros, and what did I send you? And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't even look at this. This is a lot of information. And so I was like, how can I take macros that seem so overwhelming for a lot of people, right? And build in this intuitive eating side of it where you can use your hand as the measuring device because your hands are with you everywhere you go, right? They're at your house, they're on vacation, they're out to eat. And it allows you to get away from having so much structure because I think so often we're like, but I have to measure it perfectly in order to see results, right? When in reality, you guys, our bodies are not calculators. There is a little bit of wiggle room and it allows you to trust your body. You will see in the bottom left corner, there is total grams for my type A people who want to be able to plug it into MyFitnessPal or Macro First or whatever, because maybe you already do macros and you're like, but I want the macros. Okay, cool. You have it there, right? Now with 8 week flex, there's a certain nutrition plan. And then when you go on for next level flex, we add in this concept with calorie cycling. So as you go through the program, your nutrition is able to change just right along with your body, right? Okay, so we're going to pass it over to, I'm going to hop down to Erica. Erica's on right now. Hello, Erica. And I told Chris, I told Erica, I was like, he told me, he's like, girl's body's changing, right?
Man,
It really is.
listen, if you would have heard me talk about Erica the other day, I was like, yo, she's next. I know the body and I know when a person is completely locked in, what can
Mhm.
happen. And I just say the last four weeks, you just been a whole nother monster.
Uh-huh. I
I
love
just,
it.
I love, like, I love big bone women. I do. I'm just being
Oh,
honest because
good.
no, big bone women, they get in the like bigger bone women, they get in the most phenomenal shape when they get locked in. And when you have somebody like Meg, the way she was able to put muscle on kind of freaked me out at first because it came on so quick. But when you get someone that's maybe a lot more, smaller, petite, they can put on muscle quick. But when you see Erica start putting on muscle and you start seeing her mindset and her energy change, that's majority of the world right there. Like she's the new superhero when it comes to women. And so
I know. You're
I'm proud
crushing
of
it.
you, man. I'm really proud of you, man.
I am too. And so we asked Erica to hop on and just talk a little bit about her journey. So Erica, I'll let you unmute and talk.
Oh man, big boned girls. Bone brick house was just like in my brain when you said that. But so I've been working with Meg for like years now. I worked with her through Beachbody and like the habit groups that she ran through there. And then when everything happened with Beachbody and she started posting about 8 week flex and all of that, I knew I had to jump ship and kind of jump over there and see what was going on. I did like a customized macro plan with her like last year, and it was completely out of my comfort zone because I was someone who was like following like the 2B mindset, just like plating everything, kind of just going with my gut with that kind of stuff and like shifting to where I'm at now with like Meg and Chris. It's completely out of my comfort zone. I was always somebody who struggled with my weight. And I did Beachbody programs. I, lost 40 pounds, gained it all back. I've been doing like the yo-yoing for years now. And I know something had to change. This is like the first program that I'm excited to actually do. Like last week, we had lives all week at 5:30 in the morning. I set my alarm for 5 o'clock every day, jumped out of bed, and was excited to get up and do it because the energy that Chris brings to the workouts and the girls in his gym, it's like next level. Like you can't match it. And like he pours a lot into the group. So like he's reachable. He's someone that shows his face pretty much daily on the Facebook group. And like you don't have that anywhere else. Like where do you have the opportunity to really, connect with your trainer and connect with your nutritionist and know that they're there rooting for you? It's just like a completely different community and just vibe, and it just energizes me. Like Meg knows my life is kind of a mess and like I needed this like mindset shift and I needed something to really focus my energy to kind of like help myself with my anxiety and like my depression and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I love it. It's like it can't be matched, it can't be beat. I have surgery in April and I was literally just messaging both of them yesterday, like, what do I do? Because I'm not going to be able to finish next level flex in that time and I won't be able to lift for 6 weeks.
Mhm.
And that is like something that I love right now. Like I love waking up, lifting, pushing my body, really challenging myself every single day. And I'm not going to be able to do that. So that's going to be another mindset shift for me, but I know I'll be able to get through it. I only lost 3 pounds, but I can feel the difference in my clothes. I can feel the difference in my body. Like I'm starting to have arm muscles, which I never in my life had. It's a really great place to be. It's a really great community to be a part of. And I can't wait to see where I go in like the next 8+ weeks. So
So I have a question
yeah.
for you. So you
Yeah.
mentioned some depression and anxiety.
Yeah.
To be able to work out when you navigate through that is extremely hard. It is. So my
Mhm.
question to you is, what kind of take us through that space? Because there's a lot of like self-talk in that. Like, I don't feel like doing this, but I gotta do it.
Mhm.
But there had to be a point in that where you kind of grabbed control. Like despite
Mhm.
what you were feeling, you press play anyway.
Mhm.
Can you take us back to that space?
So I don't feel like I have to do it anymore. Like it's something that I want to do. Like I wake up every day and I'm like, I want to do this. It's not something that I have to do. I am medicated for anxiety and depression and have been for like 3 years now, but I don't feel like I have to take it every day, if that makes sense, because
Mm,
I'm doing things for my body that are making me feel good. And if I don't work out, if I don't press play, my mindset is a mess. And like, I'm not the best version of myself for my daughter, for myself, or for my students that I get to work with every day. So for me, like the working out clears my head, makes me ready to tackle the day, and just makes me feel like the best version of myself so I can give back to other people at the level that I want to.
that's beautiful. Okay.
Erica, you really are like superwoman,
No, for
like
real.
I've loved because I've known you for a while now. I've loved seeing obviously externally you've changed like crazy. You were
Mhm.
beautiful and you were beautiful before. But like
Mhm.
this internal change in you, the confidence, Corey and I were talking about the other day. It's like the confidence that's come out in you. I'm like, oh, like that's what it is. And like you said, you're gonna pass it off to your daughter, but also all the
Mhm.
kids to touch too. So Erica, thank you so much for sharing. All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
thank
go up.
you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go up to Cheryl. So Cheryl is with her daughter right now. So she was unable to hop on live. I have a video that I'm gonna try to play. Hopefully the sound goes through. But Cheryl M. Chris is the one that pointed out her pictures to me. He was like, "Man, like what is happening?" And
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh, look at her." You
yeah.
guys, she's eating in maintenance, okay? She reversed herself from a deficit up into maintenance months ago, okay? Over 2,100 calories and putting on muscle, all right? And she is crushing it. Just like Erica, she is extremely consistent.
Very.
She's showing up, she's doing the workouts, she's doing the nutrition, she's pushing herself, she's taking care of herself. Okay, so let's see if I can pull this up. I'm praying I can, you guys, because technology sometimes is not the best. Let's see. Okay, so I do it this way. Computer, I don't think it'll do it this. We'll see. You guys will have to give me a thumbs up that you can hear it. Hang on. Come on, technology. So that's that it should be pulling it up. We'll give it a second. You guys don't see my phone, do you?
No.
Nope. Oh, well. Okay. Well, we won't do Cheryl, but Cheryl, like we showed, she's had amazing results with Next Level Flex. And here's the thing, you guys, when you are consistent and you do the workouts, you do the nutrition, you focus on, I saw a quote earlier that was like, oh, now I have to read it because it was so good. I was almost sent it to you, Chris, but I got distracted. Let me see what it said. Eating like you respect yourself hits different. It's not restriction, it's standards. Okay. So not even just the eating, you guys, but working out and holding yourself to that standard, right? Chris pushes you. There's so many times that I'm like, what is he doing? What is he thinking? And then I get done with the workout and I'm like, that was great. That was wonderful. I feel unstoppable because you get to this point where you realize you're so much stronger than you've been letting yourself get to, right? It's like we put a cap on ourselves and he pushes you above it. And then you're like, whoa, my ceiling just got risen or rose up a little bit, right? Because he gets you there. So, Chris, anything you want to say about Cheryl before I move it to the next part?
Just her consistency. She's been crazy
Yeah.
consistent. Obviously, I would say, like Erica, Cheryl, and a lot of them actually, they're not, they're pushing themselves. Now, there's been multiple texts or messages in the group where someone will say, I started out with 20s and I went to 25s. That's the part. It's to doing the things when they're not in our presence is what really inspires me. Like just really challenging yourself. One of the things that women used to always struggle with, especially when it comes to weightlifting. A lot of women used to struggle with it because they would think, I don't want to get all bulky. Man, look at this woman. Look at Erica. Do they look bulky to you? They are getting chiseled, man. And there's something about a woman with shoulders, and it makes you feel strong. And so, yeah, I'm just proud of her, man. Her consistency, and it's inspiring the whole group. Both of you guys and some other girls in the group. You guys are killing it, man.
Yeah, and it's been cool to watch, right? So, here's the thing, you guys. A lot of you guys, whether you're on live with us or you're going to catch the recording, this is what you need to think about. Chris and I, we created so much value. Like sometimes we're like, what are we doing? We were like giving these programs away, right? We've talked about this many times. We're like, oh my God, this is a crazy deal to be able to get 8 week flex, which is 8 weeks of workouts, right? 4 week exclusive glutes, which is 12 glute focused workouts, you guys. Next level flex, another 8 weeks of workouts. Next level flex core, live workouts with Chris, which if you're in the group and you've already done the live workouts, you know what that's like. So much energy. It's amazing, right? But then you also get to, you're still filming some of the exclusive glute workouts, so they'll be able to hop on that, right?
Yeah, we got 108 Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's so much value. And then you get both Chris and I, both of us, we're just real people, right? That's one of the things that I love about Chris is he's so down to earth and real. And I try to be as down to earth and real. And we want you guys to know, like, you can reach out to us through the weeks that we're helping you. We're in the group, both him and I, every single day. We're in the group, we're commenting, we're checking in on people. If we see someone struggling, we're going to reach out and help you. But we both love being able to coach people through the transformation, but it is a 50-50 relationship, right? Like him and I are going to pour as much as we can into you, but we need you to meet us halfway in order to see those results, right? So moving forward, today's what, March 3rd? You guys can sign up whenever. So we have a group that started today, okay? There's 6 days of workouts, okay? 6 days per week. So if you sign up now, you can hop in and start right now. Say next week, you're like, oh, I want to start next Monday. You can start, right? There's a rolling start where you can get started at any point, and get the 150, right? So if you sign up right now, you get the best deal for all 4 programs bundled together, $150. Chris, anything you want to say?
I think one of the things that I've been trying to encourage people the most is like have an intention. Just don't get another workout program you're gonna put on the shelf. Like you got a body library for that. Bring an intention to the workout. I will say what makes this program so much better is the engagement in the groups, man.
Absolutely.
That right there is enough for you to, even if you're having a down moment, when you go to that group and you see the energy in that group. And then one of the things I've been seeing lately is there's been accountability groups being formed where they're all on Zoom doing the workouts together. So it's impossible to fail in this program. The only way you fail is if you just don't do it. You just don't show up because there's too much energy and motivation and support in that group, not just from us, but just from the people that's in the group. That it's just impossible to fail.
Agree 100%. Yeah, the group, I've ran groups for 15 years, you guys. I've never had the energy that has been in this group that we just had for the last 8 weeks, and it's rolling into the next 8 weeks. Okay. So you just hop in, you lean in, you do what I call like discipline, right? Like the grace and discipline. Grace, because it's going to feel hard at first, right? There's people the first couple days, Chris, that are like, I can't move. Like, I can't move. What do I do? And we just keep showing up, keep showing up. The discipline side of it, to commit to yourself and keep showing up no matter what, right? Like you said, if you show up, it's impossible for you to fail, right? And we want to be able to help you get to the end of the 8 weeks and then continue on for another 8 weeks. Seeing people finish 8 week flex and celebrate this weekend. I don't know about you, Chris, but like that was the best feeling ever to go in and see these women, just in men, right? There's men in there too, celebrating themselves and being like, I just did that. Like I literally just did that, and I didn't think the first week I was going to even make it through. Several people saying this is the first program I've ever fully completed without stopping, right? People are breaking these habits around their nutrition, around their workouts, around their mindset that they've held on to for so long with 8 week flex. And I just feel, lucky to be a part of that journey.
One of the things I will say about the workouts is Christina is a phenomenal modifier
Sure is.
in this
Yeah.
program, and she's even went as far as like after the lives, just on her social media pages, like redoing the moves and giving you different ways that versions of doing it. And by her being a physical therapist, that just took the program to a whole new level because I've never had a physical therapist on set with me. So she's just phenomenal, man. She's really good, at what she does. But I will tell you that I've been known for like crazy hard workouts, right? Mainly like running cardio, and this is workout is program is less intense as far as the cardio, but the weight training is where you get the intensity from. So I just encourage you to like you're gonna lift some weights in this. You're gonna lift a lot of weights and you're gonna feel the burn, you're gonna be pushed, but we there's just not a lot of cardio in this program.
But it's so funny that you say that because I remember when we filmed the chest workout, like
Mhm.
Cassie was dripping, right? And then yesterday when I did the chest workout from the week 8, I got up and I was like, I'm so sweaty. Like my
Right.
back left a mark on her. Man, I was like, you guys, I'm just
Yeah.
lifting weights. It was just lifting weights and I was drenched.
Yeah.
Okay. So like he said, these workouts, they're intense. But they just deliver killer results. So guys, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to either me or Chris. You can just look both of us up on Facebook or Instagram and DM us. Other than that, we'd love to have you in the group. And I think that's it, right?
That's it. You know, just get ready for I say a life-changing experience, man. It's fun. It's an amazing program, and I just encourage you guys to challenge yourself, give yourself permission to be better, and you're gonna be happy with the results. Sure.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Have a wonderful night, guys. See you
guys.
later. Thanks for hopping on.